These are orange peel mushrooms. They are edible raw. Sometimes people use them in like salads and stuff because they're so bright and colorful. They don't have much of a mushroomy taste. And they're super thin. Kind of hard to pick without destroying them. But they're not like super rare or anything. I just like seeing them because they're so bright. This is Russula. There's hundreds of species of them. So people just usually call them red Russulas. Kind of a general category. The cool thing is a lot of them are edible. And the only way to really tell the difference between them, unless you're working in a lab, is to taste them. So I just take a little tiny nibble off the end, chew it against the tip of my tongue. And if it's really spicy, like chewing red pepper, then it's inedible. But this guy, you can eat. But that being said, they are pretty bland, so I don't really want to eat it. Other fun thing about the Russulas is when you throw them, they just explode. So hiking with buddies or whatever, in the summer, you get a little snowball fight. They're fun. Fun to identify, fun to find. And they're kind of everywhere. I headed over to Bremerton to shoot my first birthday party. Now, this was my audio bag setup. I have the Zoom F4 with a couple of tracks of G3s running into it. I had one on the mom and one on the 16-year-old whose birthday it was. I also threw up a couple of lights, one being this Aputure 200D, just tucked around the corner to avoid the rain. Nice backlight to this, backyard runway that they put together for the grand entrance.
It's raining.
Use that jacket.
Are you getting pictures of this? I'm gonna throw up.
Shit, oh, you're already here. You big girl, you turn 16. Just walk out. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is walk out. That's it. Put the jacket on. Let me get him to start the music.
Hey, happy birthday to a special lady, baby. Hey. Happy birthday, queen. She's 16. Big girl, big world, doing big things. Ooh, she's so fresh. She's happy birthday, Sydney. I love you, girl.
Just got finished up with Sydney's party. I just wanted to show you real quick what I usually do for rain cover. I haven't actually found a rain cover that works for it. Anyways, it's my justification for going the ghetto route. This is just a contractor bag. I'm only using a quarter of that rectangle down in the side that doesn't have the opening. So the opening's on the top of the bag, the bottom of the bag is sealed, and I'm just using one of those corners. And then here's that corner right here. I use a piece of gaff to connect this trash bag around my mic, a little bit on my magic arm, and then another little connection point down by my rosette. I like to be able to peek into the back and go through my settings if I need to. Also, because of the way that I hold my V-mount, I go down for shoulder mounted, and then usually it's up when I'm underslung or, around the chest. So leave the back loose. I don't know if that really makes sense, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. Seems to work really well. I think another key is the Rode NTG3. It is very moisture resistant, and that makes a big difference. The hoses still have water in them from that shoot, so I need to drain all the water out and then run some hot water through them just to make sure that they're clean for our next shoot. We won't be using them on this upcoming shoot next week, but we will be using them a few weeks from now. I think 3 or 4 weeks. So once they're dried out,
oh yeah,
and
baby,
cleaned, I need to store them and then probably clean them again before we use them. I just really don't want any of that mildew or anything growing inside of them to get sprayed onto actors and equipment, and it's just, that would not be good. So I need to make sure they're clean and they're stored dry. So that's why.
After that, I went back in my room and I started to change my organization system. When I'm working on the cart, I was running into issues on set where I would ask someone to go get a piece of equipment, but they wouldn't know what Pelican case it was in. Because I was going from doc project to narrative stuff with crew to corporate interview stuff, and my Pelican case organization was changing all the time. And I wasn't always working with the same people. So when I asked them to go get something, it wasn't in the place they're familiar with from the last shoot. And that's where the milk crates come in. Really handy when I'm looking for something that maybe I misplaced on the last shoot or I put it in a new spot during prep, but I forgot to update the labels. Now I can see through the milk crate and hopefully find that piece before having to resort to opening a bunch of cases.